Season's greetings, Internet, and welcome back for the next of the 12 vids of Oxmas. Yes, and we're back at it again with that food game that I'm apparently so known for. Or, no, I'm more known for the Halloween stuff. Or is it the puppets? Anyway, it's not important right now. What is important is the fact that we're going to be talking about food again today. Let me just adjust my hat here a little bit. There we go. So, if it wasn't evidenced already by the title right over here, your little present underneath our fiber optic Christmas tree, we're going to be taking a look at another box of cereal. That is correct. It's another offering from General Mills. And this one I believe was actually, what's the word, teased? They already said what this kind of cereal was going to be months ago, months in advance. If I can find the snapshot that I took with my phone, I'll throw it up on the screen here. So that already gives away, along with the title right down here, what we're going to be talking about today. From General Mills, their new Cinnamon Toast Crunch flavor for the holiday season of 2022, the Apple Pie Toast Crunch. Yes. Now, I'm hoping this is going to be a good one because I don't know about y'all, but I'm a fan of apple pie. In small doses. I'm not going to say I'm the kind who would buy an entire apple pie for myself, although Dutch apple pie I could probably do this with, and just like eat the entire pie in one sitting. Now if it's one of those little McDonald's apple pies, heck, I could eat like 2 or 3 of those in one sitting, because that's about the same as the size of a slice of regular pie that I would usually get, but you know, that's not important. What is important is the fact that this is, try and get the lighting just so, this is the limited edition flavor for this year. And also gotta say, I really like the pattern that they put on the box. It's got this nice green and lighter green swirl going on all over it. Basically makes you think like, well, it makes me think anyway, like the swirling winds of Christmas, or not Christmas, the swirling winds of winter, you know, when it's nice and cold and you can actually see your breath whenever you say anything. Which I suppose that could also be associated with autumn, depending on how far into autumn it is, and, you know, before or after global warming. But that's not a thing we're supposed to talk about here today. We're here to talk about a box of cereal. Okay, so, as I was just alluding to, I like the box, and I like what they've done with the little characters. Like, we got our little Tiny Tim Toast Crunch down here, and then we've got our Cannibal Toast Crunch guy over here. He's either going after this cherry, the apple pie slice, or he's going for his friend over there. And this guy is just completely blown away. He's just like, wow, there's a giant me flying towards me and it doesn't have a face. What's wrong with it? Wow. It's a true Cinnamon Toast Crunch miracle. I'm having a little too much fun with this, but I'm happy that I'm having too much fun with it. Alright, and also, obviously, as what they've been doing with these boxes lately, they put a giant Cinnamon Toast Crunch character right on the back of the box, for some reason. So you could be a box head. Alright, also, on the side of the box, they threw in a couple of different characters. Like they've got the ones we just discussed. Down here is Tiny Toast Crunch, Tiny Toast Tim. And then we've got the Cannibal over here. And then we've got, wow, guy over here. And then we've got 2 new characters. We got like DJ Toast Crunch up here. We've got his little headphones on and everything. And then we got their little buddy who seems to be kind of a crossbreed between Cannibal Toast Crunch and Tiny Toast Crunch down here. Tiny Toast Crunch. Why is that so entertaining to me right now? I don't know, it's just, I like it. I like it a little more than I probably should. Anyway, in his little boots, as Shrek would say. Alright, now let's see, is there anything else really of note about the box itself that I can discuss, other than the nutrition facts, which we'll get to that here in a moment. Let's see, just bottom is, you know, green with a barcode over here, and with apple, you know, Cinnamon Toast Crunch thing right there. Much of the same on the top, minus the barcode, but we do have the scan your receipt for or scan your receipt and earn cash for schools with the new version of the box tops for education. La-di-da. Yep. Okay, so moving on to the nutrition facts. The holly jolly humbug that is the calories and such listed on the side of the box. Here we go. So the nutrition facts for your apple pie toast crunch is that there's about 13 servings per container, and your serving size is 1 cup or 41 grams. And the amount of calories for your 1 cup, 41 gram serving of your apple pie toast crunch for the limited edition year of 2022, what the hell, did we just go back in time? I would not want to travel back 20 years because the turmoil and the nonsense back then. But at the same time, I was younger then. I was only 30... No, I wasn't even 30 yet. I was 20-something. Anyway, I'm getting off topic, like I do. That's the thing we do around here. We get off topic about things when we're talking about topics about things, so we like to talk about things. Okay, so where was I? Yes, we were getting to the calories. Okay, so the amount of calories per 1 cup, 41 gram serving of apple pie toast crunch, I slurred there a little bit, of apple pie toast crunch is, and this is by itself, without milk, is 170. So then, when you add to your 1 cup, 41 gram serving of apple pie toast crunch, limited edition for the year 2022, you will get 210 calories with the addition of a half cup of skim milk. Because they keep doing that thing where they keep pushing skim milk. But I suppose, you know, they've only got so much room on the side of the box, so they can't just go like, you know, skim milk, 2% milk, whole milk, etc. Because the box would be like this freaking wide if they did that. Okay. And anything else of note on the side here? No, there really isn't. Although, for some reason, the side of this box looks like it's got a bit of a grease smudge right here, this dark spot right down here. Don't know how well y'all will be able to see that. So, I don't know what that's about. And quite frankly, I'm not too worried about it unless I open this up and like the bag's torn open or wasn't properly sealed and there's like apple pie toast crunch just chilling down here and its grease is just eating through the box. Regardless, not eating, seeping through the box. That's the word we're looking for here. So now that I've gotten all that nonsense out of the way, let's go ahead and crack on into this thing. Lobotomize the apple toast crunch guy on the back. I'm so sorry for this tiny toast Tim. But we gotta get in there, and we gotta try the tasty insides. Any other time of the year, any other topic, me saying that would be very weird. Alright, so we've breached the seal of the box. We've opened up Tiny Toast Tim's head. Now, we're going to get at his guts. Tearing open the bag with difficulty. Now I hold the box away so that I don't get that first whiff. I'm going to give that to y'all, as I've been doing recently. Now for my turn. Ooh. Ooh, I like that indeed. That is a good aroma. You don't really smell the cinnamon so much, but that whiff that you get from first opening that bag for these is exactly like if you took a McDonald's apple pie, split it in half, and just got a whiff of the steam coming out. You get hit with the apple right off the bat. And then I think I'm getting a hint of cinnamon. No, it's mostly apple. I can't really wait. Okay, yep. I'm catching the faintest whiff of cinnamon to go along with the apple in this apple pie toast crunch. So now that we've gotten to this point in the video, I set the box on the floor. I grab my handy dandy cereal bowl mug with accompanying spoon. And we're gonna fill this bad boy with apple pie toast crunch. And a little more for Jenny and the Wimp. Okay. So there we have the cereal in all its glory. And if I tilt the bowl any farther than this, I'm going to spill it all over the floory. Alright, so we set that down for a minute. And, like a good person, State Farm is there, I go ahead and I roll down the bag. to preserve that freshness. Also not sponsored. Fold down the flaps. Dip, 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 dip. Ta-da! And we put the floor back on the box. We put the, what did I just say? We put the box back on the floor. It's still early for me, folks. Bear with me. Doesn't matter what time of day this video is being posted. I recorded this fairly early in the day. Alright, so now we've got our cereal, and as per the usual, we're going to take a bite of this stuff and try it dry first. So here we go. Okay. I had my doubts about this, but after that first bite, and this second one, alright, I have a feeling I'm really going to like this particular bowl of cereal. Because there's so much apple in that flavor. It like almost overrides the cinnamon. It's like apple, whoosh, and then cinnamon comes in and, like, you know, makes the wound not so hard. It soothes the wound. I don't know what is going on with my voice and words today, but I'm not sure I'm happy with it, but we're gonna keep on rolling because the show must go on, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. So I've already had 2, now 3 pieces of cereal. I gotta stop myself there, otherwise I'm not going to put the milk in the bowl, and I'm just going to eat this like snack mix, which I would not be opposed to. But now we bring in our cup of milk, and we add the milk to the bowl. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Of course it would splash back at me, of course. Because there was just this one apple pie toast crunch piece that was perfectly aimed to ramp that cereal back at me. Alright, so we keep on doodle 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 doodle. Oh, okay, I can get the entire cup of milk in there for once. Usually I gotta leave about like this much milk in the cup. This time I got the entire thing in there. And I'm impressed and a little worried about that. Before I get any farther though, I gotta clean up the side of the mug, because I don't know if you can see, but there's milk dripping down the side, and I've already got enough milk on my feet as it is, thank you very much. Okay, set the bowl to the side, and we do a quick little 10-second tidy on this floor. Little dingle ball action for y'all, if that's even in frame. Alright. Okay. The floor has been cleaned. Now it's time for me to clean my plate, in a manner of speaking. It's time for me to actually dip into the cereal while it's wet. And of course, as is my modus operandi, I put the spoon in there before I poured the cereal and before I poured the milk. So this is going to be a little difficult, doing this without spilling any cereal pieces. There, I got it. I am surprised. Okay, so here's the cereal. And okay. As is sometimes the case, adding the milk really brought out that apple flavor. Like, I mean, it was very present right off the bat. But as soon as the milk was added and it started hydrating the cereal, chef's kiss. That is a friggin' good bowl of cereal. Let's go ahead and get another bite. To your health, everyone. The only thing that could make this better would be if I had heated up the milk first and made it more like a fresh, like I was eating a fresh sliced apple pie. That just happens to be infused with Cinnamon Toast Crunch for some reason. Okay. So I gotta put that down. This is actually my breakfast for the day, so I'm gonna be eating that entire bowl as soon as the camera goes off. So when it comes to General Mills Apple Pie Toast Crunch, by the way, not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, I have to say that I like it. I do recommend it if you're a fan of apple pie, that is. If you're not a fan of apple pie, but if you're a fan of like apple flavored stuff or apple cinnamon stuff, by all means, if you can track down a box, go get yourself a box of this stuff. I do not think that you will regret it. Although you might regret the calories, but what do I know? You might have an, metabolism like mine that's just, like, only recently started to slow down. And I'm only 33. Alright, so with that said, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if you can find a box, and if you're a fan of apple cinnamon flavored stuff, go right out and do it. Do it for Tiny Toast Tim. He needs the money. I mean, look at his little boots. He needs to upgrade some bigger boots. His toes are all squished in there. And you don't want to have a Tiny Toast Tim with a club foot, now do you? Now, with all of that said and out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here so I can get to that cereal, because that's one of the unfortunate things about Cinnamon Toast Crunch. The pieces, because they're so thin, they absorb the milk so fast, they get kind of soggy real quick. So I'm going to have to cut this here so I can eat that and not have to deal with a bowl of mush. A tasty bowl of mush, but a bowl of mush nonetheless. So with that said, thank you all so very much for coming back and watching my content. I do truly and greatly appreciate it, even though I can never quite make the heart shape with my hands, because they're weird shaped. If you like what you've seen here today, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Click on that jack-o'-lantern in whichever corner he pops up in to get yourself subscribed. You'll be glad you did. And feel free to share my friends with your content. Feel free to share my content with your friends if you think they'll like them. And if you're not sure, share it anyway, because you could be surprised. And with all of that out of the way, this is your old pal Oxleymations saying, have a holly jolly Yule, y'all. Later.